All right, Kenman here, and the deja vu is setting in. Rosecraft Blades strikes again with another box. The pass around group, man, Rosecraft has been just crushing it right now. Names are covered to protect the innocent. Let's just get right in. This is from the pass around box. If you haven't seen the other videos, I'm part of a little group. Rosecraft is being so gracious to send us some knives to check out, review, share with all of you. Here is another one we get to review, and I'll pass it along to the next person. Where is there? It be the knife and a nice Tennessee sticker box on the floor. What did Rosecraft send us today? Here it is. The Rosecraft Sequatchie River Muskrat. Let's get into it and check it out. Everybody enjoying the Rosecraft unboxings lately? Who has some Rosecrafts in their collection? If you haven't and you're interested in some slip joints and really nice quality, definitely check them out. Okay, so here we are. Ooh, look at this. Excellent. Super fun. So today we have stuff on the table. Sorry, my OCD always makes me wipe this stuff down that people can't even see. Here we are. This is the Rosecraft Blades Sequatchie River Muskrat. So this is a version of the Muskrat, which is kind of a classic design. I have another Muskrat from Case that we will look at and compare. Here it is. Let's open it up and check it out. Boom. Blade number 1 and blade number 2. What's cool about the Muskrat, is an interesting design, is it's two identical clip point blades. So this was designed for skinning and hunting and stuff back in the day. And what you've got is identical blades. And so you've got one out and you're doing the work, finishing up, but it's starting to get maybe a little bit dull. Well, you can just close that one up, turn the knife around, open the other one up, and you have the exact same blade. Continue your work, but it's a little bit sharper since you haven't used it yet. Ooh, these are thin behind the edge. They feel slicey. That is cool. So it's neat because you just have two blades that are identical. There is a curve on the handle. So if you notice, it starts here, it kind of goes up, then back down, and then up. So this blade, or this side, the handle would go down, up, and then curve over to the blade, which curves down, versus this one goes up, down, and then curves up to the blade. So in a way, it's just a slightly different angle. Like if you look at this one, when I hold it like that, it's kind of a little bit more straight. When I hold this one, it does have a little bit more of a hook to it. And who knows what kind of action you can get into with both of them out. Comment below what's the way. Boom. So here we are. We're just going to go with one for a little bit, kind of check this thing out. Does have a nice inlay of a spade on there with the black micarta. Very smooth. Feels great. Steel liners. Strong half stop. This one has a tighter pull because both blades are there. You can't pinch grab one of the blades when you go to open it because they're next to each other, so you can't really get in there. So you must kind of have to use the nail nick to get it started, and then you can pinch it the rest of the way. But the pull on these, it is a stiffer setup, but it does feel really nice. If you get in there and it's solid, and now I'm doing push like this, that's going to be an excellent user. Anybody have a Muskrat? Do they have one of these? You got one from a different company. We'll look at mine, like I said. They are cool. Solid blades. Excellent half stop. Centered in the sections that they're supposed to be in quite nicely. Rosecraft is killing it. You enjoying the Rosecrafts? Hit like. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. But they really, oof. The surfaces are cleaned up, knocked down well. Very well built. No issues, little chips or separation, just well done. Very clean designs. I dig it. Those blades are solid. What are we thinking? Fantastic stuff. It says Rosecraft right there. D2 steel on the other side. Oh, sorry. Same thing on this one here. All right. Maybe a little closer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Settle down. All right. Here we are. The Sequatchie River Muskrat. 6 7/8 end to end. Blade is 3 inches on the pin, 2.5 on the cutting surface with a slight curve on the front of the belly, and then pretty much a straight for the rest of it. Handle is 3 3/8 or 7/8. 7/8. Sure. All right. Blade thickness 0.08. 0.0708. Gets thin, so it's 8, drops to 7 there. You've got a little bit of relief on the top, and then a very thin, slicey blade. 0.08. Thickness in the middle of the handle, 0.06, or 0.6, sorry. Handle is 0.58 with kind of a swoop to it, but it's pretty much 0.558 most of the way around. Thickest part of the blade, 0.56. This thing is never going to die, or is it? Comment below. What do you think? We've got so many. It's flashing. I think this battery is going to last forever. All right. Thanks to my buddy Keating, we're going to start this a little bit more regularly. Wow. What do we think? How many do I need to cut? That is slicey as all get out, I would say. But yeah, recommended. Thanks to Keating. Shout out. Said he recommended I should do a little paper cut test or something on my unboxing. So I'm going to start to try to remember to do that. We'll see how I do. If you know and you've watched my unboxings before, when I got this scale originally, it took me several times, and every once in a while you'll notice I'll do an unboxing and I'll forget to weigh it. It just takes a while. You get into a zone. I've done 2,500 uploads, so I've done many unboxings, and you kind of get into a zone, and it's kind of hard to change and add stuff. But I think that paper cut test would be a fun one I can kind of throw in there. I'll try to remember to do that. 3.37 on that bad boy right there. Where is my boom? Compare everything with my Kaiser Drop Bear, 3.28. So very similar, just a little bit heavier. It's got the 2 blades in there. Here is my Case Muskrat, 2.32. So it is quite a bit lighter. It's thinner. We'll take a look at that. But wow, that's crazy. So 3.37. I do have the Obed Creek Bow Trapper, also by Rosecraft, 3.52. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier, you know, but you've got a 2. Was that my voice heavier? How about that? You're welcome. No cuts, no edits. We're doing it here. Okay. Let's open this thing back up. It does have a stronger pull. I'm noticing that for sure. Compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear. Just a great daily user. Micarta and 154 cm and an excellent crossbar style lock. The clutch lock by Kaiser. Just an excellent user. Good size comparison. Same kind of size right there. You look, handle is almost identical. Drop Bear is maybe 1/8 of an inch longer. Blade is almost the exact same length. Obviously a little thicker that way on the Drop Bear. But it gives you a good size. That's a great kind of user size. I dig it. You want a fidget-friendly knife, just a daily carry. Check out the Kaiser Drop Bear. Here is the Obed Creek Bow Trapper, another one from Rosecraft, my current favorite Rosecraft A little bit bigger. It's a little bit larger size. Blade is almost the same. Handle is definitely a little bit longer with that curve on it. And here is my case muskrat. So case, it's there. The muskrat is the same kind of design. So we'll get it out, open it up. We'll check them both out, I guess, all the way here. Why not? Boom, boom. Definitely a stiffer pull on the Rosecraft. But if we look here, they do have the same curve. I'll kind of zoom in for a second, where it curves down, up, and then back down. They're both identical in that. It looks like the case one, the blades have a little bit more of a forward angle on them, or at least the one side. This side's kind of more straight on the Rosecraft, and this one has a curve down like this one does on the other side. Case is very thin behind the edge as well. Blades are a little bit thinner. Handle's a little bit thinner. If we get in like this, you can kind of see there's two different slots for this one, and they share the slot on the case. Little comparisons. Right? And there is no half stop on the case. It's just a long pull. So you'll see the blade as it comes around. It's just one long pull. No stop at all on there, versus this one does have that nice strong half stop. Me personally, I like half stops. There's something about it, just gives it that extra, I don't know, effort or thing that they did to ensure that it gives you that nice feel. Nothing wrong with a long pull, but I just kind of appreciate that guaranteed half stop feel. Just makes it feel like it's more Weller built. Sure. But ultimately they're very similar in size. Which one do you have? Do you have a case? How many case knives do you have in your collection, and which ones are your favorite? Same thing with Rosecraft. You enjoying the Rosecraft unboxings? I'm having a lot of fun with them. This might be one that I want to pick up. It does have a little bit more size and heft to the case muskrat, which I do really enjoy. And I might pick one of these up. The spade is a nice little touch as well. Excellent stuff from Rosecraft. More to come in the future. Check it out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.